Okay, good morning everyone. How is everyone doing? Good. Okay, so it's a nice Saturday morning and weather is good outside as well. So, I hope everyone is enjoying the day. So, I'll start with a brief introduction. This is Kushal from Surekha Tech. We are official Odoo partner with over a decade of experience helping customers implement Odoo, helping their helping manage their operations with Odoo. So before we dive into the overall talk, I would like to know a room little bit. I just get an understanding about the overall audience. So how many of you are from the technical background, like Odoo developers? Okay. Anyone using Odoo for the business? From the business user? Okay, great. And anyone who is considering to move their website to Odoo? Okay, good. Okay, so thank you for joining the talk and let's dive into it. So, as the title says it all, from WordPress to Odoo, this is a recent success story where we have helped a customer to move from WordPress to Odoo. So we'll talk about the benefits of this switch. We'll talk about the overall journey a little bit of the overall migration. If you are already using Odoo for other operations like inventory management, warehouse, manufacturing, uh, uh, I'll try to show you why it makes sense to bring your websites or landing pages into the same ecosystem. Or if you are not in Odoo and planning to do something like this, you'll get an understanding why Odoo is a better choice than the other options out there into market. Uh, so imagine managing multiple stores across the world. Each is having different cash registers, different currencies, different way of managing the customer's information or tracking the customer information. It's a chaos, right? And that's what many companies are facing when they are having multiple websites on the different platforms or even outside the Odoo. And it works, yes, but over a period of time it gets messy and a nightmare for website admin or a marketing team to manage it and scale it at a needed scale. And for our client, it had reached to a point where they needed a change, and hence this overall project that we help them to migrate to Odoo. So we'll take a look at some of the pain points that they were having and the things that they were struggling with. So they the website that they had like it they built over a period of time. So every website was set up on their own shared instances, so own server, different logins, different and duplicated contents as well, which resulted into the overall cost overheads and management overheads for them. And more installations that you have, it means more risk you are managing to maintain the overall platforms. And with WordPress, many a time what happens is some plugins gets auto updated and it breaks the sites, and the web admins and marketing team never knew what happened. uh, Given these websites were built over a period of time, uh, so it created a lot of brand inconsistencies. So product catalog on the one website looks different than the other website, and things to remember, it's under the same company but they were dealing into multiple countries, so each country had their own landing pages and everything, and then it wasn't standard behavior for marketing team to have it this inconsistent loop. And this also, the since the websites were built over a period of time, each website had a different way of dealing with the data that they're receiving. When I mean by data is like form information like contact us form, some inquiry forms. Some of them were integrated with external CRM. Some of them were just dumping the data into emails. Some of them were managing the data with the spreadsheets and things like that. So in general, this was getting difficult to keep it going like this in future, to scale it a bit. So hence the replacement was needed, and then we switched into this overall the idea of moving them into Odoo. So why we choose Odoo? Uh, because Odoo is awesome. And I think everyone who has a good understanding of Odoo is not just an ERP in a sense, like you can manage your manufacturing and inventory. It has lot of things within its own ecosystem, So with Odoo, you can have a one platform where you can have a different type of workflows to manage as well, like your CRM workflows, your marketing automation workflows, your accounting, and lots of stuff you can manage within the single platform. And along with that, if you are going with Odoo SH or Odoo Online, you don't need to worry about managing the different hosting. You have one platform where you can have multi-websites, since Odoo's website itself has a multi-language and multi-website capabilities. So you can build different websites within the single installations altogether. So fewer things to worry about for website admin and marketing team to manage. And the biggest advantage is the tight integration with internal modules, in a sense that the website data doesn't sit into the silo. It can flow directly into the CRM module. It can flow directly into help desk module, or marketing automation module as well. So in a short, with Odoo, you can get a one system and one source of truth for all the information that you need to run all these different workflows. So let me bring down to the scope of the project that we were dealing with. A few points to give everyone idea about the overall scope that we had. So overall, we had 12 different websites with 9 different languages. And apart from the regular web contents, we need to take care of moving the large amount of media volumes, like images, catalog data like PDFs, videos, and all this stuff that we have to move from those different WordPress installations to Odoo. And additionally, the migration has to happen in a zero downtime because they wanted to make sure it doesn't breaks their customer behavior when they are visiting their websites. And we also have to utilize or enable the utilization of the CRM module, help desk module, marketing automation module with this overall switch. And we want to make sure that given there was a brand inconsistency, we had to create a seamless brand guidelines as well. So we created a custom themes as well. So we had to create a custom themes. So we created a pixel. We had to make sure the websites have a pixel perfect match to the Figma designs that designers have created. So this was the overall scope of the migration, and we'll see now the overall process of the migration. So the overall project, we broke down into different steps. So we started with the discovery and audit. So with this phase, what we did, we made sure we list down all the things from the WordPress. Like we scanned out the all site, we listed down all the pages, all the content, type of content, what sort of WordPress plugins that they were using, and so we made sure nothing gets overlooked as part of this overall discovery. And along with that, we created a design mockups in a Figma to provide a refreshed look and feel for a website for a design consistency. Then we came on the data mapping and the categorization. So with the collection that we have, we created a classification of contents that we listed on the last step to prepare a plan for mapping them into right place into Odoo. So this is where it helped us to finalize which piece of content goes where into Odoo. Whether we need to create some custom module, whether it can be part of the default modules of Odoo, default website features or not. And this above two exercise helped us to ignore many outdated contents. Even their marketing team didn't know that they had so much stale data in their system earlier, like old blogs, old product catalogs. So this helped us to make sure that or to reduce the overall effort of the migration as well. So once we had this thing on hand, we moved into those a content restructuring phase, where while we were moving things over, we didn't wanted to dump those things as it is. So we plan to clean up the content. We restructured the contents. We enable the use of Odoo's dynamic snippets as well, in order to have a better content management capabilities for their website management team or web admin team. So once this part was done, we moved into the overall development phase, starting with the custom Odoo theme. So this is a very important piece of the overall project, and I've seen that many a times the Odoo developer tends to follow the normal Odoo custom module development workflow while creating Odoo theme. But Odoo theme works differently, and you need to make sure that you follow Odoo standard guidelines to create a theme to match the UI workflows. And with the theme, what you can do, what you can get is a base which can carry the common design elements of the website, be it standard fonts across the website, type of font, size of fonts, different color combinations. So those kind of thing is something that you can get out of the theme. And along with the theme, we also created some master page templates as well. So these are like a blueprints of the site for a different type of pages to make sure if someone has to create some pages in future, they can easily go and they have a similar experience that like they are using the normal Odoo out of the box. Uh, so so once these two things are done, then we moved into creating some custom modules and custom snippets as well. With Odoo's website module, you see you can get a lot of website snippets available out of the box. So wherever it's possible, we have used them as it is. However, there are certain cases where those modules are not a good fit, so we created a custom snippets. When I mean by snippet is something, when you edit the web page, you see on the right hand side. So we created those custom configurable snippets or usable snippets as well. That helped in a sense that they can use that on a different pages as well. If the content is different but the overall look and feel is the same, they can have those things placed on the different pages, even the different sites as well. Also, we had created some custom modules as well to enhance Odoo's content management capability. And one of the example is to create a dynamic page displays or full product display pages. With Odoo, you can get some default layouts, but then to make sure it has an enhanced look and feel, we had extended Odoo's product detail view as well. So from the Odoo's inventory view, they open up the product page, they can edit the good amount of detail, and it can get reflected across all the websites. And also the other modules, some of the other modules that we created is like find a dealer kind of a thing. So there is a map and they can have a good filtration about location, so it can auto detect where you are from the website location. It can see who are the nearest dealer out of that. So those kind of custom modules are also something that we have created as part of this overall migration. And so this is about the custom module and snippets. And so once we have this base in place, we moved into the overall content migration and the overall setup. For this overall project, we used Odoo SH. So the setup was not that complicated in a sense, because you get a lot of things ready for you to use. You can create a staging branches as much as you need. You can create dev branch as much as you need, and you can have your production branch ready to go. But the content migration has to happen step by step. So what we did, we started with lower environment to upper environment in alternative term like dev environment to the staging to the production environment. So some of the things like, for example, custom module, custom snippets, dynamic snippets, those things we made sure we get it tested properly from the lower environment. Some content, that's something that we migrated from the lower environment as well, to make sure how we have to follow when we do the live switch to the production branch. And we made sure that when we do this, we also carry the SEO related data. And it is very important thing to make sure that this migration doesn't affect the overall search engine optimization for the websites. So the SEO data like page titles, meta descriptions, some OG related image. So those kind of thing is something that we migrated along with the overall content migration as well. And another important aspect with respect to the SEO is the redirects. Many a time, so it is possible that sometimes the URL structure on the WordPress and the URL structure in the Odoo can be different. Even in the WordPress, in earlier, they might have created some custom redirects as well, and those get cached on, or they on the search engines as well. Someone might have bookmarked those URL, and we want to make sure it doesn't get broke when they are onto Odoo. So we made sure that those kind of URLs are into the consideration when we do the overall migration. So once these things are tested and properly, we moved all the content on the Odoo's like production branch to make sure we have all the 12 websites set up, contents are set up, all this SEO related data is set up, things are tested as well. And at this point, we were ready for the overall go live and the switch over process. Uh, Now this switch over to make sure we have a zero downtime. Before doing the actual switch over on the production environment, we did multiple dry runs on the lower environment to make sure that we want to know that what configuration that you have to follow, be it a configuration at Odoo's master configuration like site configuration level, something that you have to do on Odoo SH, something that you have to do on your DNS provider. So there are a lot of configuration that sometimes gets overlooked. So make sure that, so we wanted to make sure this doesn't happen on the when we do the production switch. So we did couple of dry runs before we did the overall switch, and once those things are tested properly, we did the switch. So the main domain which were pointing to the production environment or the WordPress, we switched them to the production branch of the Odoo as well, and then the traffic was flowing to the production branch of the WordPress. So this is the this was the overall go live process, and along with that we made sure that client's team knew how to manage the content into Odoo. So that where comes the training part. You want to make sure, because those are the actual people who are going to manage the Odoo in long term, be it their marketing team or their website admin team, maybe business users as well. They want to create some landing pages, do some marketing campaign. So we made sure that they understand how the Odoo website work, how they can configure the snippets that we have created, how they can update the contents like product contents, product catalog contents from backend, if they want to create a new site, how they can do. So those kind of thing is something that we invested heavily with customer team to benefit them in a longer run as well. And then even after the post migration, we kept an eye on the overall analytics. Some analytics are available with Odoo's website module inside, and then integrated Google Analytics as well. So we kept an eye on the integrated Google Analytics and related data to make sure the errors are not popping up while the migration we are on the new website. And we also enable some of the monitoring and alert tools as well to make sure the website performance and speed is up to mark as well. And with this process, in short, the results were exactly what we aimed for. We moved to Odoo with a smoother switch over, zero downtime, no SEO loss, and the websites which were easier for them to manage and scale at the speed that they needed. So this was the overall process of the migration. Now we'll talk about a little bit on what this migration actually meant for the customer, the real benefits that they get out of it. First and foremost is the cost saving. So by moving it to Odoo, they scrapped the different servers that they were using for hosting those WordPress website. So in a sense, we cut down most around 35% of cost with these servers, even on operation management to update the contents and everything. And the website management workflows, the content management workflows are now much leaner and more efficient to run. The second one is the faster content updates. Now their team don't need to go into different WordPress websites to update the contents. They do, if they need to do any changes, they can update the contents very quickly and easily, and they are on their own, because we invested heavily on the training part of the overall process. And so let's say they want to change the product catalog, they can go Odoo's, open up the inventory module, just open up the product, change something, and they are easily available across all the different websites they have. So in a sense, the real-time product informations get populated as well. So overall content updation became 60%, nearly 60% faster versus what they used to do in older websites. Fourth, the CRM automation. While migrating this, we made sure that all the forms in the website, whether it's a general inquiry forms, dealer registrations, or some similar forms, they are now linked with Odoo's CRM module. So, and we enable different teams within the CRM modules as well. So based on the country, they have a different teams. So they get automatic leads assigned to them, and they can directly follow up within the Odoo via email, or they can do outside follow up as well. But in a sense, they have everything within the single platform. And then we enable the help desk module. And this is where so they had one particular case which is warranty registration. So now the claims, so customer, they want to file a claim, now they are getting managed with Odoo's help desk module. It helped customer to make sure the the service to the their end customers are faster enough, because we configure the help desk modules with different SLAs as well. So it helped them to track the overall things much faster and much better. And also we had enabled marketing automation module within the Odoo as well. With all the forms and all the data residing within the Odoo, their marketing team can use modules from Odoo like email marketing, SMS marketing. They can configure the overall email, this marketing automation module, to use those data for sending some promotional emails, promotional SMS, custom onboarding kind of an email. So those kind of thing is something that they can do with ease now, and they don't need to like go into import the spreadsheets and send them mails outside the Odoo. So and finally the scalability. Now if the marketing team, if they are going to, let's say, some exhibition and they want to launch landing pages, it's really easy for them to launch it per and for any specific country's website, because we had created some templates, ready to use templates, like paid templates as well. And even if they want to create a new website for new country, it's easier for them because everything was there to reuse and create a new website in a much faster sense. So the scalability was something that was very important on this overall migration as well. And yeah, so in a sense, this wasn't just a migration, it was kind of a transformation to help them make their websites easier to run, cheaper to run, more efficient for the content updates, and connected activities like marketing, customer service, and sort of things. So now few takeaways that what we have learned, and what if you are planning to do something like this, these are the things that you can keep in mind if you are doing this probably in near future. Starting with an important aspect is take a phased approach, go step by step, because for example, if you are planning to use Odoo 19 for your new website, you need to make sure you go step by step, you understand what features that Odoo 19 provide, what is it something that you can use out of the box, what is it something that you have to build custom. So those kind of thing is something that you need to know. So you need to know what exactly you are moving. So I think in a earlier slide I mentioned that we take a detailed analysis phase. So make sure you know what you are moving, so it prevents the surprises later. Or make sure that you compare the features of your existing platform to WordPress if you are doing a kind of a migration. So for example, if you are on WordPress, or maybe you have websites built on, let's say, Next.js or Drupal, any content management system, you need to make sure you understand the feature and map those features properly within the Odoo. And then that way you can utilize the Odoo's capabilities better, and you can decide what is something that you have to use out of the box and where you need a customization. With Odoo, try to use built-in snippets as much as possible. There are a lot of configurations available which are not visible in a first glance, but try to run play around those modules, see what configurations that they are providing. And because the built-in modules, it's easier to maintain, and it's a less headache to do like future upgrades as well. So let's say if you are on 90, you want to go on 20 next versions, it's easier for you to switch over to the newer versions as well. Another thing is plan your SEO and redirects from the starts. So this SEO related data, those redirects, those has to be part of your migration. It shouldn't be like something that you can do afterward, and it can help you to preserve your overall SEO rankings and website speed as well. Run the trial migrations as much as you can do. These dry runs can expose the issues earlier, and it can give you the confidence before your final switch. And always have a backup and rollback plan. It's your safety net altogether. And invest heavily on training, like we did as well. So this can empower your team, your client's team, to manage the content by themselves. They can get maximum out of the Odoo's value as well. So yeah, so these are some of the best practices or takeaways that you can keep in mind while doing this on Odoo. So yep, I'm almost done on this one. But before we conclude, just a little bit reintroduction from Surekha Tech. We are ISO certified Odoo partner company. We are helping customers from different business vertical to implement Odoo on different sort of solutions as well. Help them to get the best value out of Odoo as well. So yep. So yeah, and if you are running multiple websites and wondering, if Odoo can simplify things for you, I can help you out. I'm open for questions. And also we are offering free website migration and website readiness assessment at our booth. So if you are running our, please come over, visit our booth at hall 10, booth number 7, and we can talk as well, and I can help you out if you want to move something into Odoo as well. So yeah, I'm open for questions. Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
We have actually a few questions, but we will only have time to take one or two.
Sure.
If we have a website built on another platform or framework, such as Next.js, can it be migrated to Odoo?
Yes, it can be, and I think it's really easy than it looks. If you have websites built on, let's say, Next.js on WordPress, and we are also doing something like this as well. So if you are looking something, please come over booth. I can show you some live demos of this sort of migration as well.
Okay, and another question: how did you deal with customer wants or needs vs Odoo options available?
So that was a part of the gap analysis that we did earlier, and it drilled down into the discussion about how they want to manage actually things. So we created a good workshops with them. So we did some workshops, we created some demos, some POCs before we started this overall implementation.
Okay, so there are more questions, but unfortunately we don't have time to cover them. But where they can find you, in case they want to answer to their questions?
Yeah, so we are at hall 10, booth number 7. So yeah, you can come over, and I think after this talk I'll be over here as well. So anyone want to talk, we can talk outside as well.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.